This sucks. I don't know what else to say. There's really nothing else you could say about the situation that I'm in. I mean, also my children, but they're living a normal life. If you really want me to keep it real with you, my kids are living a normal life. I make sure of that. I make sure that they are as normal as possible. That's it. They're in school right now. Mike's got his volleyball game. Sophia's in school. They're good. You know, they're eating good. They're with their every day. They're with their friends every day, every single day. They're doing good. Me, I'm not doing good. I'm not doing good. That's another story. I mean, I'm going to this thing tomorrow. It's like some kind of group session. We'll see how it goes. I got to start going to more of these. I got to do some more homework on it. But I'm going to be going to some group session to see if this will help me. Other families that lost their loved ones. Brownie, just out of concern for you and the kids, what happened to the break? Decided it was that was just a joke, man. That was April Fool's Day, brother. I wish what was April Fool's Day was what was going on with my wife and my mom. That I wish was a joke, Brownie. I wish my wife and my mom was downstairs. That, unfortunately, is not a joke. Me taking a break from YouTube is a joke. April Fool's joke. Okay. With that said, this is not a joke. My piano skills. Brooklyn Funk. Oh! All the music you're about to hear is original music by yours truly, Richie Lavoie, a.k.a. the Apefather. This is called Brooklyn Funk. Lacey. Let me just fix this keyboard really quick here. How you doing, Lacey? Man, this keyboard is shot today. How's it going, Lacey? A little Brooklyn funk in the house here. So I'm gonna pin that cash stream elements, excuse me, the stream elements comment. That is my cash app. As for my entertainment tips, obviously it's to help my family in need. We just lost the two most important people in our lives. My beautiful wife Jennifer, she passed away at 46 years old. After a 10-year battle with cancer, she won. Cancer lost. She told me in 2015, I am going to see my children grow up, and she did. Oh man, I'm always sweating. I tell you, take a shower. I start playing the piano. I get so into it. I start sweating. It's crazy. It's like so much energy, man. But I gotta take another shower here. Good morning. Back to the future. Good morning, Lacey. Good morning, Will. Welcome to Richie's tribute to the life of his wife and mom, lost in just 2 weeks. Please make sure you are kind. It doesn't cost a thing. That is true. But if you really want to be kind, please consider to help us because we need some help right now. If you could be really kind, that's if you're super kind, to do a Cash App here. That is my Cash App. It is the $ Richard Lavoie. If you don't have Cash App, please consider a super chat. But, you know, our family is in tremendous need right now. Tremendous need. We don't have a lot of time, a lot of bills to do. We lost all of our income, unfortunately. I was my wife's caretaker because she had stage 4 cancer. So I was taking care of her at home through the insurance company. I was earning an income. $3,000 a month. Obviously, that income is gone. My wife passed away. And my mom, you know, with her Social Security and pension, which was part of our household income, that was $4,000 a month. We lost around $7,000 a month. So we lost a lot. We lost the life of the two most important women in our family, the rocks of our family. I mean, it's crazy what we went through. I still can't even accept it. I don't think I'm ever going to accept it. I don't think this is something I don't think I'll ever accept in life. It's just way too hard what happened to me and my children. I can't believe it. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy what happened to us, but it happened. Thank you, Gabriel. Yeah, I mean, listen, there are YouTubers, let me just give you an example, that have all types of things where they make money. They offer merchandise. Some cases, they have memberships, sponsorships. You know, what is the big deal, right? If I could get people, like I was thinking about a membership, but it's all the same stuff if you think about it, right? If you come to my live stream and I even say once in a while, you did $5, you did a $10 Cash App, you did a $15 Cash App. You know, if you did that on a consistent basis, okay, you would help us get get on our feet. You would help us get on track. Like, see, Back to the Future, he does that. He mails out a card, and he's very generous all the time. I love Back to the Future. Back to the Future. I'm sorry about that mix-up. When I blocked him by mistake. It was a mistake because people pretend, unfortunately, to be other people, and I blocked the wrong person. I'm sorry, Back to the Future. Please forgive me. You are the best, brother. You supported me, my wife, my family for so long. We love you, your family. That was you. So the thing is this, Detective Pikachu was funny. The thing is this, okay? I'm just going to talk very quickly about my wife's cousin, and we're going to end it. A lot of people don't understand why I am so fixated on her. They're like, why do you keep talking about Jennifer's cousin? You want to know what it is? I'm just going to try to explain it to all of you, and I don't think you get it. It was my wife's dying wishes. I don't think you understand this. I don't think anybody understands this. My wife had a fear. She knew she had stage 4 cancer. My wife knew it. And she said, if anything ever happens to me, the person I believe in, the person that my heart goes to, that I trust in terms of being there for the kids, you know, being a second mom figure, is my cousin. This was my wife's wishes. Okay, now, all right. So what are the argument? The argument is, okay, you said something inappropriate to her. So now she has the right to make the children suffer. Is this what you're all saying? I know the haters say that. I know the haters love to go against me. They love it. They go against me. I could save a puppy. Listen to me. A puppy could be about to get hit by a truck. I could run into the middle of the street and I could save the puppy. And you know what the haters will say? You could have caused an 8 to a 10 car crash, Apefather. They'll say, why did you save that puppy? You could have caused a major accident. Okay. Haters like to go against me with everything. That's just the thing. I can do anything. I can run into a burning building, save a cat, and they'll say, "Hey, father, your weight could have made the building collapse." Or they'll always find something. Hold on here. The cousin should have a relationship with Richie's daughter, no matter what, and my son too. I love you, Lacey. That's unconditional love. The cousin should be coming through no matter what. Yes, I agree with you. And my son, though, she should have a relationship with both Sophia and my son is her family as well. Sophia is her goddaughter, but my son is also her family. Um, she should also be civil with me. She should also be civil with me. Okay. There's no reason, listen to me. Life is too short. There is no reason to go through life with hatred in your heart. Yeah, there's no reason. So in other words, this is what a lot of people feel, and I just want to kind of put this on the record because of what you just said, Lacey. A lot of people feel exactly what you feel, but they're in agreement that she should hate me. This is the agreement, and it mostly comes from the haters. So the haters are like, look, Rich, she should be close with your kids, but she should hate your effing guts. Now I want you to think about that. How could that possibly work? How could that work? So let's say, example, she wanted to take my daughter or my son out to a restaurant. Let's just say, which by the way, she never paid for a dinner. I don't think that would happen. I've been buying the dinners for Jennifer's cousin for 27 years. But let's just say that changes for argument's sake. And let's say she decided she wants to treat my daughter and my son to a dinner for the very first time in 27 years. Okay, so let's say that happens. Okay. I'm supposed to give her my kids. I want you all to think about this, right? I'm supposed to say, okay, Michael and Sophia go in the car with cousin, blah blah blah, and she's gonna give me the middle finger. She's gonna tell me ba fangul, okay, and I'm gonna make my kids go with her. No, I can't. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Okay, so in other words, the only thing that's going to work if she truly wanted the kids, Michael and Sophia, in her life is she has to be civil with me. We have to make up. So, okay, I said something that hurt her feelings, right? I get it. We talk about it as adults. We work it out. She doesn't want to do that. She wants to hold a forever grudge. She's so angry at me, okay, that she cut off the kids. What's up there, purple lady? I'm not sure. You said morning, take care, love you, bye. So you're saying hello and goodbye. That's weird. But anyway, that is my cash app right there. It's showing up. $ Richard Lavoie. Anyone who would like to give an entertainment tip to help my family, to help my children. We just lost my wife and my mother in 2 weeks. The kids lost their mom. They lost their grandmother. Please have a heart. How are you, brother? Not great. Nacho. Not doing so good. The kids are doing good. The kids are doing good. They're in school. They're living a normal life. I'm not doing so good. I'm very heartbroken. Very extremely heartbroken. These are Richie's kids. It's unfortunate that she can't pull through for her cousin's children. Right. Like you understand what I'm saying, Lacey? Like the way her cousin wants it is she wants to basically I'm assuming she wanted this. I'm not even sure, but I'm assuming. I'm assuming that she would have spoke with Sophia or hung out with Sophia as long as I'm out of the picture. In other words, let's take Richie, let's put him on some kind of a private island somewhere. Let's let's dispose of Richie. And yes, I'll hang out with Sophia and Mike. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Okay. She's got to be civil with me. We have to be civil. And if she's not going to be civil, I guess that was her reasoning. You know what it was? She hated me so much, this girl. She hated me so much that she said, I would rather stay, I would rather stay angry. I would rather hate Richie than to ever see Sophia or Michael again. So it's like collateral damage. It's like collateral damage. She's like, look, I will sacrifice the kids. Let me never see them again, just so I never have to see that fat mother effer again, or I never have to speak to him again. Okay. That's crazy. Sophia is her goddaughter. It was my wife, her vital wishes. She always talks about how She talks about this incident where they were a little kids, and she was in a room playing with Jennifer's brother Jimmy, right? So Jennifer walked in while the cousin was playing with Jimmy. The cousin got mad because it was like a private moment. She just wanted to play with Jimmy. She took a book, blasted it on Jennifer's head, slammed it on Jennifer's head. Now Jennifer's cousin's mother beat the crap out of her, and it bothered her ever since. She was looking every time she saw my wife, every time she saw Jennifer, she's like, "I'm so sorry I did that. I'm so sorry I threw a book at your head." Okay, you're so sorry I threw a book at her head. You're doing something much worse now. You're doing something much worse. You're abandoning her family. You're abandoning her final wishes. You're ignoring her final wish. Let me tell you something. Final wishes are sacred. Final wishes are sacred, man. You got to take someone's especially if you care about that person. Like, look, if you don't care about she always told me, Jennifer's cousin, that she loved Jennifer so much with all her heart and soul, that Jennifer was so important to her. Okay, so if that's true, okay, if that's true, then you should honor her final wishes. Like, you want to know what she should have done? In all honesty, even if she was insulted, she should have called me up, Rich. What you said to me was very inappropriate. It was disgusting. I hate your guts. But here's the thing: for the sake of the kids, okay, let's make the peace. Let's make the peace. Let's work this out. I gotta have my Sophia Michael in my life. Then I would say she's a true godmother. She's a true person that honored my wife's wishes, but she didn't do that. Okay, she let her hatred, okay, of a stupid comment I said that I only said that was a hypothetical, and I was only saying it because I was upset over the loss of my wife, and I was in shock. I was in shock. Okay, you all know what I said anyway? I'll say it really quickly. We went out to Harold's. It was in Edison, New Jersey. I said to her, "Look, did you have a great time?" She said, "A wonderful time. What a wonderful time with the kids. Wonderful day." I said, "Great. Would you like to see them again, like more consistently, to be a part of their life?" She said, "Yes. Once a month I could do it." I said, "Great." She thought I wasn't satisfied with that. I don't know why she felt that way. I was totally satisfied with once a month. And I read once on a comment that when she was speaking to Sophia, she's like, "That wasn't good enough for your father." It was good enough for me. Once a month was fine. I simply said to her, within 4 to 5 years, like a long period of time from now, and it was a hypothetical, a maybe we would grow feelings for each other. Now, you might say, why did I say that? Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, here's the big thing. My wife basically died recently when I said this. Okay, so people are like, how could you have the disrespect that your wife basically just passed away within like a week or whatever it was, and you're hitting on her? How could you do that? Okay, I didn't look at it as I was hitting on her. Maybe that's the way haters see it. Maybe that's the way all of you see it. That's not the way I saw it. That's why I specifically said 4 to 5 years from now. See, I use the terminology 4 to 5 years from now. Hitting on her would be like, hey, let's go out tomorrow, like me and you, let's do something. Like, that to me is hitting on someone. What I said was future tensed. What I said was hypothetical. I said, who knows what could happen? Maybe the more and more time you spend with the kids, you spend with me, maybe 4 or 5 years from now, something could potentially grow. Now, let's talk about what I meant by that. I kept thinking in my mind of what my wife Jennifer kept saying. My wife Jennifer kept telling me, and you don't have to believe me, you could talk to Sophia. Sophia, she's in school right now, but she'll tell you. My wife told Sophia, my wife told me, if anything ever happens to me, reach out to my cousin. My cousin will be like a second mom. She's the one. So this was implanted in my head. This was implanted in my daughter and Michael's head. That's what we felt. We were very confident. We were very, very confident that, God forbid, if anything ever happened to my wife, that the cousin would be like a second mom. So apparently, a lot of things happened. I don't think she wanted to be a second mom. I think she freaked out. I think she freaked out. I don't know. What was she thinking? She was acting like I wanted her to quit her job. This is what she was thinking. I wanted her to move in. This is crazy. This is some crazy stuff. I was totally satisfied. Thank you, Will. Will says he didn't see anything wrong with what I said. I was totally satisfied. Not all plans work out. The best laid plans. That's right. I was completely satisfied with her seeing the kids once a month. I was completely satisfied. And all I said again, and Will agrees that he doesn't think anything is wrong with it. Maybe 4 or 5 years from now, potentially, it wasn't really a bad comment. I don't think so. I mean, aren't there worse things in the world? I hate to use that word. I take it back. I hate that word. Isn't there things in the world that are much more scarier and horrible that we see every day in this crazy world that we live in? Not really, Nacho. I don't really. I'm in a different mindset right now, brother, with my wife and my mom passing away. Some people are just too sensitive. I know, but you want to know what it is, Will? How can I say this? How can I say this to make you all understand this? If this was a regular person, listen to me. You want me to tell you all the truth? If this was a regular person, like meaning like it wasn't someone that was very close to the family. It wasn't someone that was close to my wife. It was maybe just one of her friends, and they pulled all of this. I would accept it. I would say fine. She doesn't want to be bothered. She doesn't want the kids in her life. Like I wouldn't care. I'd just be like, all right, hasta la vista. But this is someone whom my wife believed, and I want all of you to understand this. My wife Jennifer believed this person would be like a second mom. Detective Pikachu, relax, calm down, take a chill pill. Whenever you get that anxiety, you got to take a sedative. You got to take something to relax you, brother, because the evil comes out of you. The evil comes out. You know. You ever see that movie, Little Nicky? Turn off the evil. Turn off the. You got to turn it off, brother. Get calm again. Nacho, what are you talking about? I'll be rich again. Right now, I'm not worried about money. Listen to me, brother. I'm just worried about supporting my kids. Listen to me. I'm just worried about paying the mortgage. I'm worried about paying the bills. I'm worried about putting food on the table. That's all I'm worried about. I'm not worried about being rich. I'm worried about just taking care of the kids. That's all. And that's why I ask people, if you look at the comment below, the stream element comment, a very small cash app, 5, 10 bucks. If enough people did it every month, it would help us get on our feet. That's it. I'm not looking to be rich. I'm looking to pay the mortgage. Thank you. But I'm looking to pay the mortgage. I'm looking to pay the utility bills. I'm looking to pay the car bill. And believe it or not, if enough of you, exactly, being rich versus paying bills, right? I'm just looking to survive right now. If enough of you did a small cash app, I could do it. You want to laugh? If I had 1,000 people just do like 10 bucks a month, okay, I would be able to be a full time YouTuber and I could survive and I could pay all my bills to support my family. 1,000 people that just did 10 bucks. Thank you, Nacho. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people, they feel like, well, Rich, if I just did $10, it's nothing. It's not enough. That's not true because you got to think of the masses. If you did it along with another, say, 999 people in a 30-day period, it becomes enough. So don't think that way. Do not think that way. But anyway, getting back. So the problem is her cousin was not just a regular person. Her cousin was supposed to be a very special person in our life. She was supposed to be the person that Jennifer believed, my wife, would be like a second mom. So you have to try to understand how devastating this was to us. You want to know what the truth is, and I'll tell you the truth. Telly, not doing so great, but the kids are doing good. The kids are doing good. The kids are in school. Michael's got a volleyball game after school. Sophia just had a dance recently. The kids are doing good. I'm not doing so good. I know I look like I'm doing good, but I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I am heartbroken, man, over my wife and my mom. You have no idea. I'm alone in a house. I'm shot. I am absolutely shot. I'm not gonna lie. When people ask me how am I doing, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm doing great. I'm doing great. No, it's not true. What's up, Yogi? Wow. So anyway, look, I don't believe that Jennifer's cousin is ever going to want to talk to me or talk to the kids again. So that's why I keep talking about her. Like, it's gotten to a point now, I make all of you laugh. I don't even want her forgiveness. She don't want to forgive me. Don't forgive me. You don't want to talk to me again? Don't talk to me again. You don't want to talk to my children again? Don't talk to my children again. But in a way, by me talking about her on my videos, by me talking about her on my live streams, I'm taking her power away from her. Don't you understand? Because she has power right now. You want to know what the power she has? The power she has is that she could block us from Snapchat, and she did. She could block us from Facebook, and she did. She could block us on her cell phone, and she did. She could do all this stuff. Guess what she can't do? She can't block my YouTube channel. No matter how much she may want to, listen to me. No matter how much she may want to, she cannot block my YouTube channel. Bro, what's your thoughts on Commander? He just made a video. I'll check out the video he made on me after I'm done with the live stream, and then I'll make a video, okay? The one and only Apefather in the house. Remember the old times, always, brother. My my friend Dave is texting me. He says, "I'll be your second mom." He's funny, man. My friend Dave. I just saw a message. I'll be your second mom. It's her loss. People show who they are. Bad times. Your kids deserve better than this blocky behavior. Yes. That's why I love you, Lacey. My sister, Lacey. Hold on. Oh, I love my sister. Do you still talk with Chicken Wing Finance? No. I haven't spoke with Strongman, with Chris. I haven't spoke to him in a while. Wow, she shouldn't have blocked your kids. You wonder what it is? Well, this is why I keep talking about her. And I don't care if people get mad about it. Look, all the haters, they keep ripping me up. They're like, why do you keep talking about her? Why do you keep talking about her? Because it's a form of revenge. You want me to tell you why? It's a form of revenge. See, in other words, let me try to explain to you my mentality, okay? And I know all you people are probably gonna say, well, it's not healthy. It's not, maybe it's not, but it's all I got. All I have is time on my hands. Listen, I lost my wife. I lost my mom. All I have is time on my hands. So sometimes I like to use the time I have to get a little revenge. It's like, you want to block my children? Listen, you want to block my kids. She blocks my kids on Snapchat. You block my children on Facebook, on your cell phone. My daughter was crying her eyes out. My daughter was crying. She's like, I want to talk to my cousin. I want to talk to her because they associate. Don't you understand, you people? You're like, you people. You ever see the Irishman? Remember where Al Pacino was playing Jimmy Hoffa? He goes, you people. He says, well, what does that mean? That's racist. You people. He goes, you want me to take that back? You want an apology? Yeah, Jimmy, that's all I want. I'll tell you what, I'll apologize. Well, you apologize for being late. You Oh man. Bro, not trying to be rude. What's the job? Tell me, Yogi. What's the job? Is it a sales job? What is it? I'm a salesman, brother. What kind of a job is it? Well, you know what it is, Lacey. Look, I know you might be upset at me. I don't know how you feel about what I'm doing. You might say, let it go. It's like that song, from Frozen, let it go, let it go. You might just say, let it go. I can't let it go. I can't let it go. Lacey, it was my wife's dying wishes. I'm trying to make you understand this. Do you hold someone's dying wishes sacred? Who on this live stream holds someone's dying wishes sacred? I do. I don't know about you. Okay. So I can't let it go. I can't let it go. I'm sorry. This was my wife's dying wishes. And not only is this girl, her cousin, not only is she not in the children's life, again, I want to reiterate to all of you, she blocked them. She blocked them. She blocked them from Snapchat. She blocked them from Facebook. She blocked them from her phone. She blocked everybody. Okay. So you know what she can't block? She can't block my YouTube channel. That she can't block. Okay. You can block everything else. Block everything. Facebook, block everything. Snapchat, you can't block my YouTube channel. So yeah, I will continue to talk about her until maybe when I get tired of it, which might be by the time Moses comes back with a new set of 10 commandments. That's when I'll get tired of it. Me and I'm gonna talk about it for a while. Okay, so that's basically all I have to say on that. That's right. That's another thing, Lacey. Can you imagine this time in our life that we lose so much? I lost my wife. I lost my mom. The kids lose their mom, their grandma, and this cousin, who's the godmother of Sophia, is blocking them, not even accepting their calls. I mean, it's crazy. It's absurd. Telly, I had to go back to work after AMC. Oh, listen, I lost a fortune, Telly. I don't even want to talk about that, Telly. Well, let me tell you, Telly, I'll tell you something in passing, okay? I used to wake up every day. Can I tell you a little story, Telly? I used to wake up every day depressed. After AMC plummeted, after the split, after all the dilution with that piece of garbage, Adam Enron, okay? Um, I used to wake up every day very depressed. I was down like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. I was down a tremendous amount of money. Now that I lost my wife, Telly, now that I lost my mom, Telly, there's not 1 minute. Check this out. You want to hear crazy, Telly? There is not 1 minute I think about AMC or my financial losses. I don't think about it no more. I find that's one thing I know. I should really make a video on this. I got to tell you, I don't. I find myself not thinking of AMC or my financial losses, not even for 10 seconds a day. Now you might say, how is that possible? Because the hurt that I have in my heart is so devastating for the loss of my soulmate, for the loss of my wife. And you know what she used to tell me, man? My dear Jennifer, my beautiful Jennifer. I'll never see her again. My beautiful Jennifer. Maybe one day in heaven I'll see her. Oh my God. My beautiful, beautiful. I wish she was here right now. I wish she was here lying down next to me, making love to me. She was my lover, my best friend, my wife. I wish she was just here kissing me, hugging me. Crazy on the manager. Look, the regulator, I don't care what you say. You have your opinion. You have your opinion, and I have my opinion. Here's my opinion, which is the one that counts, not your opinion, okay? My opinion is, they say the buck stops here. My opinion is the one that counts, okay? I know for a fact that Jennifer's cousin watches my YouTube channel. I know for a fact that her family, Jennifer's family, watch my YouTube channel. I know for a fact. So you know what? If this is the way I have to communicate with them, so be it. So be it. Look, there's no other way for me to communicate with her. Don't you understand that? I could send her a voicemail, she won't listen to it. I can send her an email, she'll delete it. Okay. But this is the thing. She can't delete my YouTube channel and she cannot delete videos. And she cannot delete live streams. So that's why it's my revenge, okay? She knows who she is. She knows who she is. I don't have to mention her name. I don't have to mention her name. She knows who she is. She knows who she is. All I have to do is say Jennifer's cousin. That's it. She knows I'm talking about her. Jennifer has a brother, but he's a piece of garbage. Telly, money could always be made back again. Okay. Like I'll give you an example, Telly. I'll give you an example. Let's say I lost $300,000 at AMC. A lot of money, certainly a lot of money. It could all be made back. It's going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of motivation, determination, but it can happen. It can be made back. Someone dies, someone passes away. I don't want to think about it. I'm going to cry. All right, I feel it coming, the tears. I probably shouldn't have said this. I just felt the dread hit me. Oh no. Life can't be made back. There is nothing I could do. Do you understand me, Tully? That I can't get my wife and my mom back. What could I do? What could I do? Is there anything I could do? Can I go on a time machine? Do you see what I'm trying to say to you? FUCK money. Who cares about money? Money can be made back. Look, can I tell you all something in life? You have to differentiate between things that can be fixed and things that are unfixable. You have to differentiate. You have to learn the difference, okay? Anything in this world that can be fixed, like I'll give you the example. You take a guy who's a criminal. You understand? His whole life, he did everything the wrong way. Okay, winded up going to jail for a very long time. Let's just say, I'm just giving you an example. Gets out of jail, he could become a model citizen. He gets out of jail, he could turn his whole life around for the better. And he could become something great. Okay. So most things in life has a path, okay, to fixing things, has a path to making things right. Unfortunately, death doesn't. There is no path to make it right. There is no path to make it right. So I know you're all going to say, well, there is a path. Put your faith in God, right? That's the path. All that stuff. Hold on. Let me read this. No, I know you're not comparing it, but I know you're not comparing it, but you hit on something in my heart, Telly. When you were just talking about AMC, because that used to be my biggest depression. I'm just being honest with you. I had a situation, Telly, where my wife was alive, my mom was alive, and I had my beautiful family all together, Telly. I had my beautiful family all together. And you know what a Mama Luke and a stew nut I was? You want to know what a Mama Luke I was? Okay. All I cared about and talked about was AMC and my losses. That's all I cared about. Like every day I used to go cry to my wife. Like seriously, I was crying. I was like, I can't believe I lost all this money. What's wrong with me? And my wife kept telling me, Rich, there could be things in this world. I hate to use the word that could be WORST. I don't want to say it. She's gonna be things in this world that could be WORST. I don't like saying that word. I don't know. I'm superstitious. What happened after my wife and my mom? That's why I don't use it really that much now. Because she said that over and over and over again to me. She goes, "Stop dwelling on AMC. You could make the money back." I wouldn't listen to her. I kept dwelling on it, dwelling on it, dwelling on it. It's all I cared about. I can't believe I lost all this money in AMC. Now I lose my wife. I lose my mom in 2 weeks. Cigar King, you're not worried about me. Let's be honest. You're not worried. You're not worried at all about me, but I appreciate it. Cigar King is not worried about me. Well, then I'll go see my wife, right? I'll go see her. And if you're so worried, listen, if you're so worried, Cigar King, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal. Okay. Everyone, let's test. Hold on. Let's test Cigar King's concerned. Okay. Are you ready, Cigar King? Here's what I'm going to do. Make a Cash App. Listen to me. Make a Cash App contribution, and you tell me what to eat for the day. Okay. So I'll give you, let's say you make a $50 cash app. Are you ready? Whatever you tell me to eat with my kids, I'm going to eat. Okay. So if you say to me, Rich, here's a situation. Here's a $50 cash app, right? Okay. I want you to only eat a salad and grilled chicken. That's it. Nothing else. You have to eat grilled chicken and a salad. Tell Mike that he has to eat this. Tell Sophia she has to eat that. All of them have to eat a very nutritious, healthy dinner on the house, on me. Okay. You're worried about me, right? Is that what you said? So if you're worried, Daddy said he's worried about the kids. So you're worried about me and you're worried about the kids. Make a Cash App contribution right now. I will make a video on this. Okay. I will make a video. You tell us what to eat. Fair enough. Now you're gonna notice he's not gonna care anymore. Now you're gonna notice the caring that he said he cared about me, he cared about the kids. That caring has left the building. That caring has left the building. No, but I'm just trying to say, Macho, listen to me. Macho, he makes a statement. He makes a statement saying, I am worried about you and I am worried about the children. I don't like that you're eating fast food every day. Okay, so if you're that worried, okay, send $50 by Cash App. Tell me what to eat. And tell my kids what to eat, and we'll film a video on it, and we'll eat it. But you notice now? Hold on. I didn't say, well, Antonio did a super chat. I'm talking about Cigar King. It has to be Cash App. Super chats are not, it has to be Cash App for this deal. Why did you spend so much money in restaurants, 2,500 a week, fun coupons, if all your income was your mother and wife related, as Chad Clifford said? Um, I never said it was all my income. Okay. You're putting words in my mouth. I said it was most of my income. I never said it was all of my income. See, you know what I hate about you haters the most is that you love to put words in my mouth. You love to do that. I said it was most, here's the word, of my income. Most of my income. Cabiche? Okay. You don't know my business. Okay. At times things were different. There was a lot of things that I had, okay, back in those days that I don't want to divulge, okay, but I had certain things that I did have at one point, certain things that I used money for. I don't want to talk about it. It wasn't all lies, There were times I did have a lot of gold. It wasn't lies, okay, it wasn't lies, but a lot of that got liquidated, okay. But there was a lot of times I had things that I had money. Okay. And I used that money to go out to restaurants because that made me happy and that made my family happy. Okay. So can we just leave it at that? Those days are now over. Okay. We have to now get back. We have to get back on track. What if I had a brother? But Cigar King, that just look, can I give you some friendly like advice? Not it's not financial advice, it's just brother to brother. Come on these live streams, stop breaking my balls. Listen to me. Stop breaking my balls and just enjoy yourself. That's it. Because what's going to happen is you're going to say something. I'm going to call you out on it. You keep saying you're worried about me. You're not worried about me because, you're not going to contribute a dollar. So let's be honest with each other. You're not worried about me. You're not worried about the kids. So just look, it's okay. That's fine. But just come on the live stream and just keep it simple. Just enjoy the live stream. Stop making these crazy comments, though. Thank you, the boss lady. Lacey always sticks up for me. I know all about spending a lot of money at McDonald's, Macho. Antonio, I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I was in a different position back when you were seeing those videos. I was in a different position. I had money. That's it. End it. That's the answer. The answer was I had additional money at those times in addition to the income. I had additional funds. That's it. I don't have those additional funds right now. That's the answer. That's the simple answer is I had additional funds. Okay, so God King, you're putting money in. You're putting money. You're once again putting words in my mouth. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop putting words in my mouth. Okay, just stop doing it. Okay. I said we got a settlement from the VCF. Okay. I didn't say how much it was. Okay. Maybe I exaggerated, but that was back in 2017. Okay. That's it. Now stop. Just stop putting words in my mouth. But it was a long time ago, and I'm not going to say how much it was. And I'm not going to say to you, there are certain things that are in trust. That's not a lie. There are certain things, my father wanted that way. My father wanted things that way. There are certain things in trust. Look, Cigar King, here's the bottom line. You guys ripped me apart. All of you haters. You ripped me apart. You ripped me apart. You made me out to be the dumbest man in the world with AMC. I had to get you back. Okay. All of you were destroying me. Every day. Now, is that right? Let me ask you a question. You know what's funny? You guys, all of you want to make it like I'm the bad guy. All of you, listen to me. All of you, listen, paperwork. You're talking about Lou with his Photoshop paperwork, right? I said he had 3.6 million in the bank. Don't make me laugh, please. Listen to me. All of you may be out to be the biggest a-hole in the world. All of you may be out to be the biggest a-hole in the world. Okay, when it came to AMC. Okay? So I had to defend myself. That's it. Now let's leave it at that. I defended myself because all of you were kicking me when I was down. It's not good to do that. You shouldn't listen. We were all in AMC together. You forget this. We were all supposed to be brothers. We were all supposed to be sisters, brothers and sisters. We were supposed to be a retail family. It was me and you against the hedge funds. Okay. There was no reason for you all to shit on me the way you did. Okay. You all shitted on me. Oh, you're the dumbest man. You're so stupid. You lost all this money. Okay. You all ripped me up. You ripped me up. You abandoned it, Apefather. Apefather was supposed to be like your Caesar. You understand? We were supposed to be a family. We were supposed to be in this together. Okay. But you all abandoned me. You all went against me. Okay. You tried to make it like the hedge funds, who, in my opinion, they didn't play fair. This wasn't a fair game. Okay. You want to think it's fair? You believe that. This wasn't a fair game. I'm going to say it's all alleged. Okay. It's not financial advice, not a financial planner. But here's the thing. You all want to turn against me. You want to make it like I'm the dumbest man in the room. Well, then understand I had to come back and retaliate. So that's why I started saying all that stuff. Oh, I got all this money. I got all this security because you people were ripping me up. You were destroying me. Okay. And now the thing is, if you were loyal, all of you freaking miserable pieces of garbage, if you were loyal and you were like, you know what, hey, Father, I respect you. You went down with the ship like the Titanic. You understand? You're the captain. You went down with the ship. You understand? You never folded. You never folded. God bless you. You went down with the ship. Now, if you were like that and you respected me and you had honor for me and respect, then I would love all of you. But you turned your backs on me. All of you turned your backs. All of you wanted to rip me up. All of you wanted to insult me, degrade me. Okay, well, then I came back. That's all. I said what I said. End of discussion. I love Brooklyn Square. Maybe I'll get it later. How you doing today, Bravo? Not doing the greatest. Staying strong for the kids. Drake Cash. I didn't lie to nobody. I didn't lie to nobody. Okay, Drake, I would think that you understand this the most. These are the people who went against me. They went against me. I didn't go against him. You know, Drake, you surprised me, man. You surprised me because you, out of all people, should understand this the most. You, out of all people, should understand this the most. I held for all of you. I put up, okay, all the money I had in AMC, okay, and I held for all of you. I held for all, and it's all when you talk about loyal followers, it's those loyal followers that you're talking about that all sold Drake Cash. Okay, they all took their money, they ran with their money, okay, and then they want to criticize me because I was sticking to the program. I was sticking to the program, which is basically hold for gold, okay, which was, take it to the limits, okay. F these effing hedge funds. Now you're gonna talk all this shit with me. You're gonna talk about loyal followers. No one was loyal. Drake, let's face the facts. No one stuck to the plan. Everyone was out for their own best interest. Everybody, we were supposed to be a movement. We were supposed zero or hero, zero or hero. You forgot about all that. See, you know what's funny? All of you are trying to, you're all trying to make me be the bad guy when I was the guy who followed the program. I was the guy who followed the program. Who else followed the program? Nobody else. Everybody else was out for their own friggin' best interest. Everybody else was out to save their own ass. You're all out to save your ass, and then you want to turn it that I'm the bad guy. Say goodnight to the bad guy, all right? No, I'm not the bad guy. I'm not. I'm a little upset with that comment you just said, Drake. Drake, I love you, brother. I love you. You should take back that comment. That was a horrible comment. I was the one who was treated bad. I love you, Drake Cash. I forgive you. The regulated prime. Don't be mean to my sister Lacey. You leave my sister Lacey. She is a beautiful woman. She is a great, great person. You leave her alone. Look, the bottom line is this. Okay. There's always a two-way street with everything in life. No, I was gonna call you, Chad. Don't be upset, brother. I was gonna give you a call. I appreciate your email. Listen to me. Don't get upset, Chad. I was gonna call you, Chad. I got a lot going on, man. I'm trying to keep the kids busy. I've been in Chad. I've been in therapy. I don't tell everybody a lot of things. I'm in therapy. Tomorrow I'm going for a session. I'm going for a group session tomorrow. I'm under a lot of pressure. No disrespect. I saw your email. People get very upset at me when I don't get in touch with them immediately. I can't always promise people I can get in touch with them immediately. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. Okay, thank you. No, it's just that the way that you wrote that comment when you said the comment that you just wrote, you said, "Well, I tried to offer solid advice. Good luck, man." It sounded like you were upset. If you weren't, then I apologize. The regulator, look, I guess all of you people don't understand what's called a pact. See, this is what you know what the problem is. This goes back to my cousin, not my cousin. This goes back to my wife's cousin. In a way, I can see why you all take her side. I can see why every hater takes my Jennifer's cousin's side because you all think alike. You have no honor, all of you people. You people have no honor. Okay. See, like I'll give you an example. My wife's dying wishes, that's sacred to me. That to me, that's sacred. That's sacred. Like, so example, you want to hear what my wife said to me? You have to take care of our kids. If anything happens to me, I understand you're going to be depressed, Rich, because she knows, Jennifer knows how much I loved her. I love Jennifer more than anything. She was my soulmate more than anything except my kids. I love them equal, but I love Jennifer more than anything in this world except my children. Okay. I love Jennifer. She's everything to me, but she told me you have to take care of our kids. Now, if I was a bum, right, I would just fall into a deep depression, right? And my kids would then unfortunately have to suffer. They would suffer because I would go into a deep depression, right? I would never do that. I wouldn't do that to my kids, and I wouldn't do that to my wife. But has the thing is because I respect people's dying wishes. I wish I could say the same thing for my wife's cousin. She doesn't respect someone's dying wishes because if she did, she would be in Michael and Sophia's life. Okay. She wouldn't be blocking them on Snapchat. She wouldn't be blocking them on Facebook. And even if she had to tolerate me, even if for the sake of it, she had to tolerate me, right? She would tolerate me. She would call me up, Rich, here's the deal. I hate your guts. I'm just going to tell you flat out. I think you are a fat, disgusting Italian meatball. I don't like you. I understand that. Okay. But for the sake of the children, can we make peace? Let's work this out so that this way I can be in the children's life. I said, you got it there, Slappy. Okay. I'm just saying that that's a person who, she doesn't honor my wife's dying wishes. My wife was very specific about this. She wanted her cousin in the kid's life. She actually wanted her in their life in a very serious way. She said that my wife one time had a conversation with me, I'll tell you, okay? She said, God forbid anything ever happens to me and you, meaning both of us together. She even wanted her cousin to kind of take over our house. She wanted her cousin to take over our house and literally move into our house and take care of the kids. That was her wishes. So I'm just trying to make a point to you how serious my wife Jennifer looked at her cousin as a second mom. It was that serious that she would even gave the house to her. Assuming now this is, of course, that both of us passed. Not just my wife passed, but I passed. Both of us passed. Now, what a major mistake that would have been, right? With this Mama Luke, this Studad, this Jennifer's cousin would have probably took the house, sold it, went off to friggin' Albuquerque, friggin' New Mexico with the money, like that song, I got nowhere to go. Gonna take my money and run to Mexico. So I like the wind, ride like the wind. She would have sold the house, took all the money, left the kids somewhere, like, on the border of Mexico somewhere. So they were like, you got to get out of the car, get lost. Hey, here's 20,000. Hasta la vista. Okay, hasta la vista, baby. And that's it. And then she would have took off. I'm just saying, it's crazy. It's crazy. Look, this is what Jennifer's cousin said. I'll tell you the exact thing she said, the regulator. She said that she never heard Jennifer, which I find to be bullshit, okay? But this is what I'm going to tell you what she said. She said Jennifer was never specific to her in terms of her wishes. But then she contradicts herself. She contradicts herself because I was talking to her about this before she hated me. This was right before she hated me. And what she actually said was, well, Jennifer did mention to me that she wanted me to always be in the kid's life and always be a part of their lives and visit them. So I'm just trying to make a point to you. It's a contradiction because it's like she admitted this. So let's even go with that. Can we go with that example? Can we go with that example? She admitted to me, this is Jennifer's cousin, that my wife did tell her that if something happened to her, that she wanted her to be a part of the kid's life, visit them, be a part of their lives. Okay. So just with that alone, she should do it. Right? And she shouldn't let her feelings for me, if she has these negative feelings, get in the way. She shouldn't do it. But she's not doing that. That's what I'm trying to make all of you understand. She's not even doing that. She exited the children's life. She cut me off. She cut the children off. She blocked them on Snapchat. She blocked them on her phone. She blocked them everywhere. Emails. She blocked them all over the place. She blocked everybody. Okay. So she is not respecting my wife's dying wishes. It is true. And the cousin is wrong. It is true. Let me get rid of this psychopath here. Psycho people here. Look, these people are just psychopaths, Lacey. Try not to take it personally. Try not to take it personally. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out here that have no lives and this is their entertainment, Lacey. I'm trying to make you understand this is their entertainment. They want to hate. That is their life. Their life depends on hate. And the regulator, by the way, you told me you were going to stop hating. If this is even the real regulator, who knows? I don't know. As a godparent, it's the role and understood. Exactly, Cece. You're right. And she is the godparent. She's the godmother. So she doesn't understand the role. She doesn't understand her responsibility. And that's it. It's an unfortunate thing. She took that great honor that my wife gave to her and I gave to her. She took that great honor, she flushed it down the toilet. That's what she did. She took a great honor of us choosing her to be godmother. And what did she do? When Sophia needed her the most, when Michael needed her the most, what did she do? She blocks them. She blocks them on Snapchat. She blocks them on Facebook. She blocks them on her cell phone. So it's a disgrace. She should be ashamed of herself. And I'm never going to stop talking about it. I'm never going to stop talking. She went against my wife's dying wishes. That's it. So I don't care. She can't block me. You want to know what the bottom line is? You could block my kids on Snapchat. You could block me. You could block me. You could block me on Snapchat. You could block me on Facebook. You could block me on emails. You could block me on your phone. You cannot block me on my YouTube channel. You can't do it. So, too bad. Okay? Too bad. You can't block me on my YouTube channel. Can't do it. She is sick. I'm not going to report it to the cops. I mean, listen, she's not doing anything that's illegal. I mean, okay, let's be clear. She's not doing anything illegal. Okay? But what she's doing is not moral. It's not moral. It's immoral what she's doing. Okay? It's like people have no friggin' conscience, man. People have no conscience. I mean, that's just the thing. I guess there are people in this world that don't have a friggin', they don't have, like it's called the super ego. It's a part of the brain. They don't have a conscience. She doesn't have a conscience. She just shuts everything down, shuts it off. She's like, all right, that's it. Look, I think it was a combination when I read this week. That's either cruel or crazy, and maybe you guys dodged a drag on the system. Now, you're right, but it still doesn't take away. Look, how can I say this? I'm from Brooklyn. Lacey's from Brooklyn. We're from Brooklyn. When you make a promise to someone in Brooklyn, okay, your word is your bond. Your word, believe me, people will take great offense when you break your word. That's just the way I maybe because she's from Staten Island. This girl, Jennifer Scott. She's not from Brooklyn. Okay, you make a promise with someone. You make a pact. You got to keep that pact. That's it. You don't just renege. You don't just renege on it. That's what she did. She reneged. She's like, okay. She accepted the role of being godmother. She accepted it. Okay. She understood what Jennifer's dying wishes were. She understood it. And it's like now she's reneging. Now she's like, okay, go F yourself, Bafagul, blocking my kids on Snapchat, blocking them on her phone, blocking them on emails. Get the F out of here with that shit. Get the F out of here. So anyway. Now Jennifer's whole family are all psychos, brother. Jennifer's family are all psychos, unfortunately. Her brother is the biggest psycho. Look, this is why me and Jennifer only kept each other in our lives. Yeah, maybe I will. Trey Cash, Mo Mozzarella. How you doing? Yeah, maybe. I gotta start doing that stuff. I'm not against collaborations. It's just that my head's not right. I just all messed up with my wife and the loss of my wife and my mom. Just that's the only thing. Look, the regulator. I understand what you're saying, and you're right. Okay, you're right. It has to be done. Okay, but can we just stop jumping the gun? Look, I understand like that you guys like to hate, and I understand that you guys like to cause trouble. Okay, but like, don't write me off just yet. Okay, you're right. Things have to be addressed, and you have to plan ahead. And I will learn from the experience. But with that said, you only need to say it one time. You don't need to dwell on this issue. Look, I'm here for my kids right now. Okay, I'm here for my kids. Now, hopefully, they're gonna look. Michael is getting older now. You understand? Michael's 14, and before you know it, he's getting older. He'll be 18. He'll be 21. He's gonna be on his own eventually. I just gotta make sure he's gonna be ready to be on his own, and Sophia will be ready, and that's it. And look, see, now you're bringing me back to another point. I don't want to live this life that I'm living right now. Can I be honest with all of you? Can I be honest with all of you? This is not what I wanted. I wanted my wife, Jennifer. Look, I am so depressed over not having Jennifer that none of you even understand it, man. I see, now you're making me think about it. You see, because of all of this talk, I did not want my wife to go. I loved my wife. I loved her with all my heart and soul. I fought for that girl. I fought for her like you don't even understand how much I fought with those doctors. I begged those doctors, treat her cancer. They said it's spread too far. We're not going to treat it. Treat her cancer. They said, no, we'll treat the pneumonia. I'm like, well, do that at least. Help her in any way. Help my wife. Help her. How was she, brother? I don't understand what the question is. Are you asking me how old she was? She was 46. Anytime. Anytime, Drake-ish. Look, I loved my wife. Oh, 46 years old, brother. It's very young. Why do you think I'm upset? Why do you think I need answers from God? She was 46. She was 46 years old. She never had the cancer gene. Let me tell you something. She got it from environmental reasons. She got it because of 9/11. So many families got affected. Why did 9/11 even happen? Why did God allow that to happen that day? Tell me. I want to know, why would God allow that to happen? I don't understand, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't understand how God let 9/11 happen. So many families were affected by that day. Let me just do a quick song for my wife, really quick. Peace and Serenity. Scared Ministries. He left me to suffer, brother. I just want you to understand something. For some reason, God left me to suffer. I'm sorry to say this to you. I know you get upset over it. I know that it affects you, but look, I'm suffering here. None of you understand something. My whole life got destroyed. I know that most people don't give a shit. Like, you want me to be honest with you? Very few people care. Not too many people give a shit. Okay? My life got destroyed. Listen, I had a family. I still have my kids, but it's not the same. It's not complete. It's not complete. I had a family. I had a beautiful wife. I had the best wife in the world. Jennifer loved me unconditionally. I don't care if all of you people hate me. You could all hate me, but my wife loved me. My wife loved me. She cherished me. What is this? Come on, man. Tough love. Stop being such a jerk off. My wife had nothing to do with the food that we were eating, you moron. Let me just can't deal with these people, man. I can't deal with these people. Thank you, Scared Ministries. He left me here. I have to say God. I have to, because who else am I going to say? Who else am I going to say? Tell me. You tell me who else I'm going to say. God has a divine plan, right? He knows about this, right? So this was apparently part of his plan. This was part of his plan to take my wife and my mother from me in 2 weeks. And, sacred. I'm sorry. I apologize. My head's not right. I'm saying scared. Well, the way I am scared. Okay, I'm scared. Okay, sacred. I'm sorry, brother. Sacred Ministries. I'm scared. I'm shot right now. You got to forgive me. Sacred Ministries. He left me here to suffer, brother. You know what I mean? He left me to suffer. And I don't understand why though. What's the plan now, Pat P? Look, it's just about the kids at this point, brother. You know what the plan is now, Pat P? The plan is for the kids, my children, our children, me and Jennifer's children, to be happy. Look, Pat, I do what I got to do. All right? I do what I got to do, man. This world is all suffering, unfortunately. That's why he promises heaven. This world is not important to be happy in. Look, Cece, let's talk about things. While Jennifer was alive, I made her very, very happy. And I want to be clear to all of you. All right, I don't care how you feel about me, because I know how my wife felt about me. I made my wife super, super happy every day. I supported her with her cancer. I was with her for all her treatments, her surgeries. When she had to go to the hospital, I kept everything going in the house. I took care of the family. I took care of the kids. I took care of my dogs. I took care of my mom. I let her stay 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month in the house, whatever she needed to get better. Whatever she needed to get better, I did everything for my wife. I married her. I loved her. You know, the vows till death does us part. Sickness through health, I was there every minute for her throughout her whole cancer journey. She was never alone, not with me. She was never alone. And that's not, a lot of people with cancer can't say that. I held her hand. I loved her throughout this whole process. Okay? And she did the same for me. I'm not just trying to make it seem like I was the great guy here. She was the best wife, the best mother, the best companion, the best partner a person could ask for. She was wonderful. But now here's what happens. She's in paradise now. That's what we're taught. We're taught, right? That she is in paradise. She is with God. She is with her beautiful mother, Linda, right? She's with her beautiful grandma, Rose. She's with our dogs. Rocky and Yogi passed away. Her dog, Scamp, when she was a young girl. She's in paradise. She's got no more pain, no more suffering. She's in paradise. You know who's not in paradise? Me. I'm suffering. Okay, I am. I'm telling you the truth. Because every day I wake up and my wife is not here. Every day I wake up and my mom is not here. Do you know, can you imagine how that must feel? I don't think anybody understands. I'm talking to myself here. Nobody understands how that feels. Nobody understands how that feels. Especially Jennifer's cousin. She's been living alone forever, that girl. She living alone is just normal life for her. I was never living alone. Every day of my life I had my Jennifer here with me. I had her here in the morning. I had her here in the afternoon. I had her here in the evening. I had my mother here with us. My mother's been living with us since we got married, since 2005. Now, could you imagine my life, how it's changed? Do you understand the complete change, the extreme change of my life? From having my wife with me every minute of the day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to now being completely and utterly alone. Completely and utterly alone. Now you say, we have your kids. Yeah, when they come home from school. But right now, I'm alone. And when they go to sleep, I'm alone. That's a lot of time every day. I wasn't like that with Jen. When the kids were in school, she was here with me. She was lying down with me, taking care of me, cuddling with me, making love to me, doing everything. She did it all. She was my lover. She was my best friend. Hold on here. Hope you get through this. Um, I don't know if I will, but thank you. Brother, I understand you're very hurt. Tragedy happens. But this is just more than tragedy. Look, sacred ministry, Dustin, listen to me. Before I read the rest of your comment, you have to understand that this is rare, okay? This is rare what happened. This isn't like, it's not every day that someone loses their wife and their mother in 2 weeks. And you have to take that under advisement. You can't, this isn't just like tragedy. This is a freaking catastrophe. My whole life got destroyed. No one understands this. And even on a financial level, I was taking care of my wife. I was her caretaker. $3,000 a month I was earning. My mother's Social Security pension, which was part of the household income, $4,000 a month. So understand, not only did I lose the love of my life, my beautiful wife, my soulmate, my everything. Then 2 weeks later, I lose my mom. Then I lose like most of our household income, 7,000 a month. Then I feel I'm an orphan. I feel that way. My father died in 2020. My mother passes away in 2025. I have no parents. I am an only child. I have no siblings. I have no brother. I have no sister. Most of my friends, they're in Brooklyn or somewhere else, and they're living their own lives. I'm out in South Jersey here, in the Jersey Shore. I don't have a support system. So my life, my life got screwed. But I'm here for the kids. Don't listen to Lose Revenge. She's just a psycho. Extra block spot. I did really love my wife and my mother with all my heart and soul. Mr. Fox, I lost a lot of people. God bless you, Mr. Fox. God bless your family. I don't think money has kind of anything to do anymore with happiness in my life, like whether AMC would make a comeback or not. My life unfortunately got hit too hard. Yeah. Listen to me, regulator. You're putting words in my mouth. You're putting words in my mouth. Of course, I don't understand the great horrors of our history. The Holocaust was terrible. The Holocaust was terrible. I'm not just saying that 9/11 was the only like why are you putting words in my mouth for? Why do people keep putting words in my mouth for? I was just referring to 9/11 as a day that so many innocent people were tragically, in my opinion, I mean that was one of the worst days in history. They tragically lost their lives. And a lot of people lost their lives years later because of that day, like my wife, and they didn't even realize it, developing cancer and other illnesses. But of course, the Holocaust was a catastrophe, and I asked God why. I asked God why, of course. Don't put words in my mouth, man. All right, here we go. I have a I have a cross, but I haven't been wearing it lately. If you want me to tell you the truth, for a while now. But anyway, guys, a very small cash app can make a major difference in our lives. We're dealing with a lot. The $ Richard Lavoy, RICHARD LEVOI. Please have the heart to help a family in need. That is my cash app. There's no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. It is the $ Richard Lavoy. I get a little tired here. I would do anything to just have my beautiful Jennifer back with me. I love my wife. This is not the life I wanted to live. I didn't want to live this life. I wanted her here. I love my children. I just want to be clear to you. Oh my God, I love them so much. I love my children with all my heart and all my soul. I love them so much, I'm willing to be miserable. You know how much I love my kids? I'm willing to live a life of misery for their happiness. That's how much I love my children. I am willing to live a life of misery for their happiness. That's true love. That is true love. I think about my wife, Jennifer. She loved this song I wrote for my daughter, Sophia. And she used to say, I want you to play this song when Sophia gets married. I was happy. I was happy because I had my change. I had my wife with me. I had my mom with me change. I had my whole family was together change. I'm miserable now. Well, I'm not miserable because I have my children, okay? Look, I'm 50% miserable. I'm 50% miserable. 50% happy I have my kids. And 50% miserable I don't have my wife and my mom. But my wife said when Sophia grows up, her sweet 16, when she gets married, she says, I want you to play this song for her. Now I'm going to have to play this song for her. My wife's not going to be there to witness me walk her down the aisle. My wife's not going to be there to see her sweet 16. It breaks my heart. This is a song, Sophia. Oh my God, these people don't stop. They just don't stop. These haters, my God, get a life, man. Oh my God. The most beautiful girl in the world is named Sophia. The most beautiful girl in the world is named Sophia. Let's do that again. girl in the world is named Sophia. The most beautiful girl in the world is named Sophia. Love her with all of my heart, Sophia. I knew it right from the start, Sophia. The day that you were born, the angels played their horns. You are a gift from heaven above. Your daddy's little girl, beautiful, you are my pearl. You made my life complete. Your every step I take, you are my heartbeat. The most beautiful girl in the world is named Sophia. The most beautiful girl in the world is named Sophia. I love her with all of my heart, Sophia. I knew it right from the start, Sophia. Now is the time to show my love and appreciation that you're in my life. The stars shine bright from up above, celebrates the angel you are, Sophia. The most beautiful girl in the world. I love her with all of my heart, Sophia. I knew it right from the start, Sophia. The most beautiful girl in the world. I feel really bad for these haters that are just so horrible, man. It's like they have no heart. It's like it's really truly so sad that their only form of entertainment in their lives, like their only form of joy that they get in their lives, is to really, really try to destroy a man and destroy a family that has already lost so much. But they don't care because this is their only form of entertainment. This is all they got. They got nothing else to their lives. Their lives are completely and utterly meaningless. And this is what they. And it's like, in a way, I provide them in a way with something to live for. My channel gives them a purpose. It gives them to come here and to hate relentlessly, just like be relentless. They hate and they hate, but it's all they got. Yeah, I was watching that movie Lockup. You ever see that movie with Sylvester Stallone? And there was a guy, like, he's in jail, right? All he cares about is feeding the pigeons. I don't know if you ever saw that part, right? So Stallone was saying, hey, he's like, hey, look at this guy. They would say, this guy is feeding the birds. And Stallone was like, yeah. He said, leave him alone. Frank Leone. He's like, hey, that's all he's got. That's all he's got in this world. You got to cherish what you got. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, I'm all these haters got. These haters don't have, they think, I want you to really think about it. Who would do something like that, right? Like, someone lost their wife, right? Someone lost their mom. Who would just keep coming into a live stream, posted scammer alert, all this stuff? Like, who does that? Why would they do something like that? Because they're so miserable, these people. They have nothing. They have no money, probably, no family. They probably got nothing. And they got nothing going for them. So what do? They leech. I like to use the word leech. They leech onto someone like me, okay, and they just try to get their rocks off. It's really sad. It really is sad. It really is sad. I actually feel bad for them if you want to know the truth. I feel bad for them because think about like how pathetic your life is to do that. You must be at the like they're even lower than me. Like I'm facing the greatest depression of my life right now, and he's back. All right, are you happy? Listen, let's talk to this guy. He's pretending to be Back to the Future. Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, how does this make you? Do you get happiness out of this? Like what do you get out of it? Tell me. What do you get out of it? What do you get out of it? What do you get out of this? Tell me. What do you get out of it? Oh my God. Ruth Freeman, do me a favor. Don't take this the wrong way. Okay, listen to me. Stop telling people what to do with their lives. This is, you want to hear something? Look, there's got to be a point. Let's talk about this lady, Ruth Freeman, before I kick her off. There's got to be a point where people say to themselves, you know the song by Billy Joel, It's My Life? Keep it to yourself, it's my life. Okay. My children are living in a $700,000 house, Ruth. Are you living in a $700,000 house, Ruth? My children have a beautiful life right now. Okay. As of right now, we are going through a tough time, but I will get out of it. Can you give me a chance to get out of the tough time I'm in? I lost my wife. I lost my mom. I am still taking care of my kids. Why do you have to be so rude? Why do you have to be so like Ruth? Give me a chance to establish myself in life. Is that okay with you? Do I have your permission, Ruth? Do I have your permission? Because there are people on YouTube, Ruth, that make millions and millions of dollars, Ruth. I don't know if you know this. Maybe you're not aware of it. Maybe you don't know. There are people who make hundreds of thousands of dollars. There are people who make millions of dollars working on YouTube. Okay. So get this in your head. YouTube is a job for the last time. Now, maybe you don't like it, Ruth, because you can't do it yourself. Okay. Maybe you're stuck in something you don't like. And I think, you know what I think it is in life? If everybody could be a YouTuber, listen to me. If everybody could be a YouTuber, everybody would be. Listen, if Ruth, listen, if you had the opportunity, are you ready to make your own hours, right? Do anything you want, wake up when you want, travel, the world, and do whatever you want to do. You would do that, right? Well, that's a life of a YouTuber, Ruth. A life of a YouTuber is someone who makes his own schedule, makes his own hours. But yes, there is a price you have to pay for that. You have to establish yourself. You have to establish yourself. But Ruth, any which way you twist it, YouTube is a job. And any job that you get, you have to work hard at it. It doesn't make a difference if you're a car salesman, if you're a hairstylist, if you work in construction, you're a pizza delivery frigging driver. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is you do, you have to work hard. You have to dedicate time and effort to it, Ruth. So the first thing I think you need to get through your head, YouTube is a job. The second thing you need to get through your head is my kids are okay right now. The third thing you need to get through your head is give me the time to establish myself. Stop telling me what to do. Worry about your own life. Worry about you, Ruth. Okay, it's just so perfect. You got everything under control, Ruth. Why don't you give us, okay, a cash app? Ruth, obviously a superior person like you, listen to me, has a steady job, right, Ruth? Let's put the cards on the table, right? A superior person like you, Ruth, has a steady job and a steady income, and you're very successful. So why don't you give like $100 cash app right now? You know why? Because Ruth, you probably have no money, Ruth. You want to know why you're not going to give a cash app? Because you're gonna cry the same blues, right, Ruth? You're gonna cry that While you're sitting here telling me to get a steady job, you can't afford that you're so worried about my kids, right? You can't afford to give them $5. Children that just lost their mom, children that just lost their grandmother. Ruth, you cannot afford to give them $1. But you're going to sit here and criticize me. You're going to sit here and criticize me. No, but I'm asking you, Ruth, I'm asking you a question. You want to open up, you want to open up, you want to open up you want to open up the hold on a second. You want to open up Pandora's box? Hold on here. No, I just want to make a point to everybody, okay? Ruth, you want to know what's rude? Ruth, you're rude. You're rude, Ruth. Because I'm going to explain to you the reason why. Instead of you complimenting me, listen to me. You want me to just say it straight out? Instead of you saying, "My God, Richard, you just lost your wife." Okay. You just lost your mom. And yet you're keeping it together. You are there for your children. You are paying all the bills. You are giving them as normal of a life as you can. God bless you for doing that. And you are super strong. Instead of you doing that, Ruth, you're kicking me when I'm down. You're kicking me, Ruth. You're kicking me. Go get a real job. Go use your talents to get a secure job. Go get this, go get that. And while you're doing all of this, Ruth, you know that we are in need. Listen, I want you to think about everything. While you're doing all of this, you know we are a family in need. Ruth, how much did you contribute? Did you give us $1, Ruth? No. Did you give us 50 cents, Ruth? No. Okay. You're not giving anything. Okay. So all you're doing, Ruth, in essence, is you're coming to a live stream and kicking a family that's down. You understand that? Kicking a family that's down. That's all you're doing. You're not doing anything else. And you don't find that to be rude? Thank you, Connor. I love you. Thank you, Mark Tube. See, Erickson, again, no job that you get pays the bills at first. Okay, I'll tell you what. Look, I'm tired of this argument. I'm tired of this argument. See, Erickson, this is what I want you to do. All right, listen to me. Rather than for me to keep fighting with you, I'm going to listen to you. Okay, get me a job that pays me, I need about $7,000 a month. Okay, I'll tell you what. Listen, see, Erickson, I'm going to tell you what. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you what. Okay, if you could get me this job tomorrow, can you get me the job? Listen to me. Get me a job that will clear me $7,000 a month. I will start working it immediately. I will start working the job immediately. Do you hear me speaking? Do you hear me speaking? I'm talking to C. Erickson. Go get me a job, listen to me, in the South Jersey area that pays clear $7,000 a month. I start working that job tomorrow. Is that fair enough? Is that a deal? Is that a deal? Can you get that job for me? Let's see if he answers me. Big Rick, what is your deal? There's something really wrong with you. Are you part of Jennifer's family? Just like admit the truth. There's something really wrong about you because I've been reading a lot of your comments. I want to talk to you. We're going to get back to you in a second. I think that Big Rick is part of Jennifer's family. I think that's what I believe. There's something about this guy that's not right. Ruth, if you're a doctor in the UK, then do everybody a favor, okay? Stop being so judgmental to people when you don't give $1. You're a doctor. You don't give $1. You don't give one single dollar to help a family in need. You know what the doctor's first rule is? You're supposed to be caring. You're supposed to be caring. If you're a successful person and you see other people are in need, it's called give back. Give back to some of the success that you have in your life. You see, you have the wrong attitude. All of you people, do you want to know what success is? Success is all about giving back. But you see, people like you, Ruth, it's not about giving back. Success to you is about being a selfish woman. Success is about whatever it is you got, you keep for yourself. I was never like you, Ruth. My whole life, when people needed my help, I was there for them. I was there for people. There was a guy, C. Diddy, his house burned down. No affiliation to P. Diddy. His name was C. Diddy. His house burned down. His mother passed away. I never forget one time he told me this. He goes, Rich, my mother passed away. Instantly, I said, my God, my house burned down. I have a wife, a baby on the way. I immediately sent this guy $300. A week later, I sent him another $300. That's the difference between me and you, Ruth. Okay? When there are people in need, I help them. When there are people in need, you criticize them. That's the difference. And then you're trying to come here and you're trying to like pump yourself out that you're a doctor. You're not a doctor. You know what you are? You're a disgrace. Because the first thing a doctor should do in this world is be caring. That's the first thing a doctor should do. Not worry about only yourself. You're supposed to be worried about other people. You're supposed to be worried about helping other people. More money investing. I love you, brother, but you have to try to understand something, okay? How could I say this to you in a nice, respectful way without you getting mad, okay? It's my effing life. Listen to me. More money investing. As long as I'm putting food on the table for my kids. You want to hear what the bottom line is? As long as I am paying my bills. Listen to me, brother. I'm trying to say this to you in the most respectful, nicest possible way I could possibly say this to you. Get off my back. Get off my back. You want to know when you can get on my back? When all of those things are not taking place, right? When you see my house is in foreclosure, when you see I'm losing everything, when you see I'm on the street, you understand? You have every right to break my onions. You have every right to break my meatballs. But if I'm making ends meet, listen to me. If I am putting food on my table, if I am supporting my children, okay? And just leave me be. Now you might say, but why do you ask for help? Because I'm an entertainer. I'm a piano player. Listen to me, it's no different than if I was in a piano bar right now. Listen to me, if I was in a piano bar sitting down at a piano and I was playing piano, I'm gonna have a tip jar out there. I'm gonna have a tip jar. It's called entertainment tips. Every YouTuber asks for super chats. Look at Matt Cause. Does that name ring a bell? More Money Investing. You remember Matt Cause? Matt Cause, everyone's losing money in AMC, right? Everyone's losing money in GameStop. This guy's asking everybody for super chats. He made $600,000 in super chats. More money investing, okay? So there's nothing wrong, listen to me, with asking for super chats or asking for entertainment tips, if that's where you're going to go with the conversation. But as far as am I providing for my family? As of right now, the answer is yes. Is there food on the table? Yes. Do they have a roof over their head? Yes. Until all of that changes, stop telling me to get a job. Just stop it, okay? Stop it. This is my job. This is my job. Stop telling me to get a job. I don't judge you, brother. I don't tell you what to do. I don't know your business. I don't know anything about you. As far as I'm concerned, you might be struggling too, right? I'm not trying to be mean, but let's say you are struggling. Let's say you are struggling. Who am I to tell you what to do, right? Who am I to be like, more money investing? Go back to college, or go to a trade college. Or go. Who am I to do that? It's your life. You got to choose in this life the road. Look, everyone who makes a decision in this life, there's a certain level of risk. Would you agree, more money investing? Would you agree? If you're going to start a business, there's a certain level of risk. If you're working a job, there's a certain level of risk. Everything we do in this world has risk, right? So I don't feel, this is just my opinion, that anybody has the right to tell you what to do with your life. That's my opinion. Now, I love you. Mo Money, this is the first time I think I ever had a little bit of a beef with you, okay? I love you. I love you, brother, but you're wrong. You're wrong. You don't have the right to tell me what to do. If I want to be a full time YouTuber, look, can we talk about YouTube for a second? Okay. YouTube, I'm monetized. Maybe you're not monetized, but I'm monetized. Now, maybe YouTube hasn't worked for you. Okay. I was making very good money at one point on YouTube during the AMC times when it was hot like a friggin' an oven. You understand? I was doing well with YouTube. Now, I'm going to do even better. But I do have the possibilities because I'm monetized to do very well. But just give me that opportunity. That's all. Is that wrong? Is that like, why is everyone got to shut me down for? Why is everyone got to say, give up? And you know what's funny? You won't make it seem like there's another opportunity for me. Give me that opportunity. I'll tell you what, more money investing. Look, give me an opportunity. I can make $7,000 a month right now. No, but it's got to be, like you said, secure. It's got to be guaranteed. No risk. Do you have an opportunity right now that I could go tomorrow, start working a job, and make $7,000 a month? Tell me, because I'll go start it tomorrow. What do you have for me? No, you're probably going to say, well, get into sales, right? Do you understand that sales is not a steady income? Who understands this? Who understands that getting a sales job is not a steady income? It's called performance based. Performance based, meaning that you have to sell. So, do you know how many times I had sales jobs? I'll give you an example where I didn't make any income for a year. I'll give you an example. I was working in real estate. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. I did not get my first commission check for 12 months, for 1 year. Now, when I got my first commission check, it was a nice check. It was like a $20,000 commission. But it took me 12 months where I was going to the office every day, not getting a salary, not getting paid, and not making any money. So, in theory, let's talk about like the comparison of being a YouTuber versus being a real estate salesperson. In theory, YouTube is paying you every month, okay? Constantly. That's actually steady. That's a steady income. Real estate, you're not getting anything. Zero. Okay. So you have to wait until you sell a house. It closes. It could take 6 months, 8 months, a year. It could take a long time. Okay. So why does everyone feel like with a snap of my finger, I could just go out there, get a job, and make all this money? Why do you feel that way for? Let me read some of these comments. Ruth, I understand. You know what you should give online? Your advice. Nobody wants your advice, Ruth. Ruth, the way you don't give money, listen to me. No one wants your advice. Are you hearing me? Ruth, I don't want your advice. You ready? No one on this live stream wants your advice. So shut the F up. Okay? No one cares about your advice. When I wipe my ass, Ruth, listen to me. I wipe my ass. The toilet paper I use is worth more to me than your advice. Okay? Keep your advice to yourself. Got it? Got it, Ruth? Okay, nice. See, Erickson, you never answered the first question. You never answered the first question. You keep telling me to get a job, but yet you're not offering anything. There's no job. You know why? Because you know and I know there's no job out there that's going to pay you $7,000 a month. It's not going to happen. So every job that you get, this is what the point is. You have to dedicate time to it. You have to build it up and you have to let it succeed. You have to let it. So I'm better off just doing YouTube because any which way you twist it, it amounts to the same thing. If I went to get a job as a car salesman, I'll give you an example. They'll probably give me a salary of about $300 a week. It's nothing. You figure after you buy lunch, after you put gas in your car, you're going to go through all of that money anyway, right? Now, you figure they're going to want you to work there from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days a week. You're probably not going to make any money for about 6 to 8 months in terms of commissions, okay? So I'm trying to just be real with all of you. Any job you get doesn't pay you right off the bat. Same thing with YouTube. It's the same circumstance. You have to dedicate time to it, you have to establish it, and you have to work hard. Ruth, no one wants your advice. Don't you understand? You're offering something that no one wants. You're offering something that nobody wants. Save it. Nobody wants your advice. Go back to the UK and go to your doctor's office and go give someone a colonoscopy or something, okay? go, go, go do a procedure, Ruth. She thinks I'm very talented. Oh my God. I love you, Lacey. Big Rick, who are you? I want to know who you are. There's something about you that's fishy. Come clean. Who are you? Are you part of Jennifer's family? Because I think you might be. I think you might be. There's something about this guy that's fishy, I'm telling you. My God, it's like a million messages here. Johnny Blaze, what happened to me and my family has nothing to do with people's advice. Can you stop talking like a stupid moron? What does my wife, who had cancer for 10 years, what does my mom, who had COPD, she had an open heart surgery, she had a triple bypass, she had pneumonia, what does it have to do with any one of you pathetic haters' advice? It has nothing to do with it, okay? Shut up. These people are psychos, man. Ruth, you don't have to apologize. It's just that, okay, this is the thing. This live stream is supposed to be for a tribute. Listen to me. You're coming into a tribute for my wife and my mom. And not only are you not giving a tribute, you're criticizing me. Okay. So do you understand? Like, look, let me give you an analogy. And let me give you, I forget the analogy. Let me give you another case scenario. Okay. Let's say you went to an animal rescue concert. Okay. And let's say the point of this concert was to raise money to rescue animals in need. Okay. You go to this concert and you do not contribute any money. You don't do it. You just sit there, you're listening to the band play, and after the band plays, you go up to the people who are organizing the event and you start criticizing them. You say, look, I don't like what you're doing here. And they're like, excuse me? Yeah, I just go get a real job. Why don't you go to college, become a doctor, work in the UK like me, because I'm a superior human being, and become a doctor. Stop doing these animal concerts. Stop it. Just stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. That's kind of like what you're doing here. You follow me? You're coming to a tribute of my wife and my mom. And not only are you not contributing anything, you're criticizing me. Do you see where I'm going with this? Okay, just stop it. Ruth, honestly, no. If you don't contribute money, you could still be here. But if you're going to criticize me, you shouldn't be here. Okay, Johnny Blaze, listen, I got to kick you out of here. I have never, listen to me, let me be crystal clear, Johnny. Johnny, I'll tell you what, you make a statement, I scammed people. Okay, Johnny, I had it with you. I can't stand people like you. Johnny, prove that I scammed someone on an animal concert. Prove it. This is what I want you to do. I'm going to give you, are you ready? My house. I'm going to sign over the deed to my house. All you have to do, Johnny, all you have to do is prove to me that in some way, shape, or form, I was charged with the crime that I scam people in an animal concert. Can you do that? I sign my house over to you. I'm transferring. My house is going in my name right now, so I will have the authority to do this. I will sign over. I have a lot of equity in this house. I will give it to you, Johnny, if you prove to me and prove to everyone on this live stream that I have scammed people in an animal concert. Do it. You can't do it though, right, Johnny? You can't do it because you talk so much untruths. You talk so much garbage. You are a lowlife. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Johnny. Prove me wrong right now because you're going to get a free house. You're going to get a free house. All you have to do is provide some form of actual evidence, real evidence, besides your blah, blah, blah talk on this stupid live stream. Provide real evidence that I scammed anybody. You can't do it, right, Johnny? You can't do it, Johnny. You can't do it. Dylan, Dylan, listen to me. Dylan, everyone in this world handles tributes differently. Okay. How I handle tributes is music, okay, and talking about what I'm going through and what my family is going through. Now, if once again, if you don't like that, get out of here. It's like, Dylan, if you go into a restaurant, listen to me, and you order a meal, listen to me, Dylan. I'm talking about Dylan Veloca. Dylan, if you go into a restaurant and you order a meal and you don't like the meal that you're eating, would you go back to that restaurant? Would you go back to that restaurant? No, right? Okay. So get the F out of here. Listen, do all of you understand that I am not forcing you to be in this live stream? Do you all understand? You could at any time leave. You are not forced to stay here. You are not forced. Okay. So I just don't understand why people are coming here criticizing. I don't get it. I don't know what's in it for all of you. Like, why do you do it for? Guys, I lost my wife. I lost my mother. My children lost their mother and they lost their grandma. Why can't you have sympathy? Like, what is wrong with this world? My God, isn't it such a horrible world, Lacey? Isn't it such a horrible world? All of you people come here with so much hate and so much disgust and so much criticism. It's like, guys, I am hurting. I'm hurting. My heart is broken. My children's heart are broken. Why can't you just come here and keep it simple? You don't have to give money. Richard, my condolences for your loss. Richard, my prayers for you and your children. God bless you. I hope you get through this. Why do you have to come here with so much effing hate and so much criticism? Oh my God. You see now that this is a person trying to imitate my wife. I mean, you people are so horrible, man. Low lives to the highest level. My God, man. I just got to kick all these people off. I don't know why I waste my time talking to these psycho people. CC, listen to me. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with this. There were a lot of haters online that hated on me for a very, very long time. They were kicking me when I was down, when I was at AMC. They were kicking me when I was down. Okay. So this is an entertainment channel. I have every right to entertain myself as well and kick them back. Okay. You don't like that? Tough shit. Tough shit. Okay. You didn't have any problem with how they were calling my wife Wigglicious, right, CC? Like Lou, you had no problem with that. You had no problem how they called her the cancer monster, right? You had no problem how they made it seem like I was the dumbest man in the world for being involved in AMC. You're one-sided, CC. You're one-sided. You only look at, in other words, never once did I see you criticize the haters. Never once do I see how you, never one time did I ever see you say, it's wrong what they did, Apefather. It's wrong how they spoke to your wife. It's wrong how they treated you. See, all you're doing is focusing on me. You're focusing on me, which is why you got to go. No offense. All you people. I don't know why I'm bothering with all of you people. I'm just saying, CC, why can't you have what's called a two-way street? Why has everything got to be a one-way street? You want to judge everything on what I say. Forget about that you don't feel that way for a second. You're assuming other people feel that way. But why don't you also assume that other people feel that the way people treated me, okay, and also the way people treated my wife was wrong? Why don't you assume that as well? You're only assuming one thing. Okay, once again, Dylan, you're a very, very opinionated person. Listen to me. You're a very, very opinionated person. Okay. Why don't you go run your own YouTube channel? Okay. Can I give you some friendly advice, Dylan? Listen to me. Why don't you go run your own? Because apparently you have all the answers. Listen to me. You have all the answers on how to do everything correctly in life. Okay. So rather than, listen to me, rather than to tell me constantly what to do, I'm going to give you a suggestion. Start a YouTube channel and just do everything correctly. Okay. That's it. Okay? That's it. Stop criticizing. Listen to me. Stop criticizing me. I have over 15,300,000 views. How many do you have, Dylan? How many do you have? Okay? Stop criticizing me. I have almost 17,000 subscribers, Dylan. How about you? How about you? Stop criticizing me, Dylan. Thank you, More Money Investing. All right. You want to know what it is, brother? I love you. I love you, More Money Investing. I'm not trying to be mean to you. I love you. It's just that I'm just tired of telling people what I should be doing with my life. I'm tired of it. It's like I'm not trying to be, I get it from everybody. Everybody I talk to, they're telling me, Rich, get off YouTube. You go get a full-time job. Rich, do this. Rich, do that. I'm just tired of it, man. I'm tired of people telling me what to do. That's all. I'm not trying to be mean. That's all. It's true. There is a lot of hate on this channel. Unfortunately, I am a Trump supporter. Thank you, Mark, too, for defending me with Root. Thank you, Mark. CC, once again, I'm reading your comments. You have to look at things from a two-way street. You can't just look at the things I said to haters. You have to look at what haters said to me too. Okay? They were kicking me when I was down with AMC. Okay? I had every right to retaliate. Remember, at the end of the day, CC, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer. You understand that, right, CC? At the end of the day, I'm an entertainer, and this channel is for entertainment purposes. Like, I have the right to say whatever I want. You understand that. The way that these haters pretend to be my wife, you see them, CC, they pretend to be my daughter. They're crazy, these people, right? They're psychos. But they realize that this is an entertainment forum. Unfortunately, their entertainment is disgusting. Their entertainment is disgusting. They're using a deceased wife, a deceased mother. They're pretending to be her. Okay, they're psychos, but they have the right to do that, right? Because this is a forum for entertainment. So for you to sit here and kind of say, well, you don't have the right to say certain things. I have the right to say whatever the F I please. I have the right to say whatever I please. Okay, that's it. You understand, BCC? Just like they have the right to say I'm your ex-wife. I'm Jennifer Rich. They have the right to do that, right, CC? Technically, they do. Okay, because there isn't no law they're breaking. Are they breaking a law? I wish they were, because what they're doing is so disgusting. And I shouldn't say ex-wife. I take that back. Jennifer's my wife forever. She's always my wife. Jennifer will be my wife from now to the end of time. I love her with all my heart and soul. I'm sorry, I'm just not right in my head. Forgive me. But the way that they say that they're my wife, okay, I have the right, okay, to say whatever I want. So you got to start looking at the CC as a two-way street. That's what you got to do. That's my personal feelings. CC, you see what I'm trying to say? Look, you see what I'm saying? You see what they're saying right now? JL, I am still alive. They're trying to imitate my wife. CC, why don't you comment on that? Why don't you tell them how disgusting that is? But instead, you never say one single word. This is why I get mad at you, CC. You don't say one single word about these piece of garbage. Mother F is what they're doing. You say nothing to them, but you keep talking about me. Well, Rich, maybe if you weren't exaggerating your assets, that's all you talk about, CC. Why don't you say something to this piece of shit? Why don't you say something to them? I don't hear you saying anything. Banana Tiger, I said I made a mistake. She's not. She's my wife forever. I misspoke. Can you please forgive me? Jennifer is my wife from now to the end of time. I misspoke. I'm not right because I'm dealing with. You know why I'm not right? Because I'm heartbroken over my wife. I'm heartbroken over my mother, and I have to deal with you miserable pieces of human trash. Okay, you're making me misspeak because you people are heartless. You people have no empathy. You people have no sympathy. You come to these live streams and you effing hate all the entire live stream. And then you want to know why I misspeak, you piece of garbage, Banana Tiger. Because of people like you. She's my wife in the beginning and she's my wife to the end of time. Okay? Jesus, man. Now it's a fake Angie here. Fake Angie. All right, Dylan, you got to go. I'm tired of you. Get the F out of here. I had it with this guy. I just got to get rid of all these people. That's it. I got to get rid of all these people. All right, see, Erickson, you got to go. You're talking about my wife who passed away. All right, you got to go. You have to go. You are a piece of garbage. You are a lowlife. You are a heartless, cold hearted piece of trash. Talking about my wife, this guy. Get out of here. Thank you, CC. Thank you, CC. Look, Big Rick, you got to go, brother. You're not my brother. You're a piece of garbage. Let me just get rid of this guy. He's another moron. Okay, Ruth, what are you talking about? You are thanking someone for threatening violence against a woman. What is she talking about, this crazy woman now? Because I have to kick her out of here. Who's threatening violence against a woman? What are you talking about? Who is threatening violence? What is she talking about? This psychopathic woman. What are you talking about? I gotta get rid of here. I gotta get out of this live stream here. We need videos in Atlantic City. One day, Romeo, I agree. I just want to know what that Root was talking about. What are you talking about, Root, now? Crazy. Mark, I'm gonna Mark, I'm gonna get rid of Ruth. All right, so she's got to go, Mark. I hope you don't mind. I'm kicking her off. She's got to go. So that's the end of her. Mark, I got rid of her, Mark. Bye, Ruth. It's all right, John. It doesn't bother me. It's all good. No freedom of speech here. Not when it comes, tough guy. Not when it comes to you pretending to be my wife who passed away. Tough guy. Yeah, that's not freedom of speech. That's just you're a disgrace. You're a lowlife. They're pretending to be my wife. Tough guy. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to allow freedom of speech with that. Sorry. Wild live stream Back to the Future, huh? But at the end, I'm still standing Back to the Future. At the end, I win. Crazy live stream, Lacey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lacey. Just a lot of psychos out there. I wish that wasn't the case, but we're gonna try to calm it down now and do some music. Let's calm it down. Let's calm the live stream down. Let's calm the live stream down. Love is game for my beautiful wife Jennifer. She's my lover, she's my best friend. 1 second here. My God, these people just don't stop. I think that these people literally have about 1,000 emails. I kid you not. These haters, they sit back. You know what they do? And they create like 1,000 accounts, thousands of accounts, because they just keep coming back. It's like crazy, man. Think about how much time they must spend creating all those emails, you know? Look, he's back again. It's amazing how many emails I think they have like a setup, you know? I think they have like 3 computers. This is what I envision. Bot accounts. My God, they don't stop. They don't stop, man. I'm gonna have to just easy to make. Oh man, my keyboard's shot here too. That's right. That's right, Anthony. You always know how I feel inside, even if I don't say a word. Your sarcastic smile, laughing eyes, absurd. When I'm bad, you know I try to hide it all from you. Oh my God. You always know how I feel inside, even if I don't say a word. Your sarcastic smile, laughing eyes, acting so absurd. When I'm bad, you know I try to hide it all from you, but I can't. You always see right through. This is how play our lover's game. It doesn't matter. Listen, Detective Pikachu, they're not bothering me. Okay, listen. Think about this. They're spending their entire life. They're wasting their life doing this. I'm not. I'm doing my music. I'm with my sister Lacey. I'm with people. There are people who care about me. These people, they just want to let them waste their time. What could I tell you? It's fine. Let them do whatever they want to do. Crazy mother effers. This fucking keyboard's driving me crazy. Everything is going crazy in my life. Let them do it, Back to the Future. It's all they have in their lives. I'm glad that I give them some form of entertainment. I am an entertainer, you know? You always know how I feel inside, even if I don't say a word. Who is this now? Antonio Miranda? He always gives me super chats, this guy. Dinner, events, cash app, is idea number 8 going nowhere. Well, thank you for your contribution, though. Okay, evil Detective Pikachu, I'm going to have to kick you out because you're rooting for the haters. I got to kick you out now, it looks like, because you're rooting for them. I thought you were my friend. I thought you were Apefather's friend. What happened? You're not my friend no more? You're not rooting for me no more? You owe me a super chat now, evil Detective Pikachu, because you're rooting for the wrong people. You're rooting for the wrong people. You always know how I feel inside. Take care. Even if I don't say a word. Oh my God. You always know how I feel inside, even if I don't say a word. Your sarcastic smile, laughing eyes, acting so absurd. When I'm bad, you know I try to hide it all from you, but I can't. You always see right through. This is how we play our lover's game. Well, anyway, I'm going to get out of here for now. I'm going to be doing some videos. I'll be back in a little bit. The fake Pikachu is faking Pikachu. That was Love is Game for my beautiful wife, Jennifer. I love her with all my heart. I love her with all my soul. And these haters will never change that. They could hate all they want to hate. But my wife is always going to be in my heart and my soul. And when I do these tributes, it's unfortunate that they're going to come here and they're going to hate, but they're not going to change. They're not going to change the message of this live stream. And the message of this live stream is that I was blessed in my life to have the most beautiful wife, the most beautiful best friend and soulmate in my life. She gave me two wonderful children, and she fought cancer like a warrior for 10 years. She fought. The doctor said in 2015 she would probably only live 5 years. She lived 10 years because she loved her family with all her heart and all her soul. And that's it. So if people want to just come here and they want to pretend to be her and they want to hate and they want to call me a scammer, listen, if that's what you want to do, I can't stop it. You know, if that makes you happy in your pathetic life, then do it. But there's nothing you could ever do that's going to change the love I have in my heart for my wife and the love I have in my heart for my mom. You're not going to change that. So do what you want to do. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Have a good afternoon, Back to the Future. So with that said, I'm going to end the live stream for now. This was a crazy live stream. Moving forward, I gotta stop letting these people get to me because they're not even worth my time. These people are not worth the sweat on my Italian meatballs. So I gotta stop letting it get to me. I apologize for that because these live streams are about two beautiful ladies. They're about my beautiful, beautiful wife Jennifer and my beautiful mother Josephine, and that's it. And it was a wild time, yeah. It was a long live stream, a lot of fighting in this live stream, a lot of hate, a lot of people coming here with a lot of hate. Thank you so much, John Remy. I love you, MarkTube. Look, there are people here that love me, and I love them too. We got MarkTube here, you know. We got MarkTube here. We got a lot of good people. We got beautiful Lacey, my sister Lacey. We got Ricky Allen here. Um, it's hard, brother. I am living through their memories, but you got to try to understand, man. I was with my wife for 27 years, man. You know, it's not easy, brother. My mother, all my life, 47 years, they both passed in 2 weeks, man. If anybody can end this live stream on a good note, here's my Cash App. I mean, that would be a really nice, wouldn't that be a nice note if you could end it with a beautiful sign of love, a show of love? That's right, John. John Remy. God bless you, John. If someone could end this live stream with a show of love, even if it's $5, anything, with a small Cash App to help my family, man, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, Back to the Future. That'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. That is my Cash App. It is the $ Richard Lavoie, $RichardLevoi. I will tell the kids you said hello, brother. No space, no underscore in between my first and my last name. $Richard Lavoie, RichardLevoi. Someone sends a Cash App right now. Man, that would be a beautiful thing. That would be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. A sign, a show of love. A show of love. And remember, love always beats hate. Okay, Mark, I'll take the super chat. Mark Tube just did a sign of love, a show of love. God bless you, Mark Tube. Thank you, brother. I love you, Mark. Thank you, Mark Tube. See, remember, with all this hate, there is also love. And remember something, love always trumps hate. Love is victorious in the end. Mark Tube is a great man. Back to the Future, you're a great man as well. Have a good day, Mark Tube. Thank you for your love and support. I love you, I love you, brother. Thank you, Mark Tube, from the heart. God bless you, Mark Tube. I'll speak to all of you soon. God bless.